where you look, what do you see when that starts to happen, when it goes past 2 or 3?
See nothing. Oh my God. The craziest thing, it's interesting. If you focus on stuff, you get dizzy.
Okay. So you just sort of feel it and the eye, because I noticed when I do, somebody tries to ask me how to do a trick. It happened a long time ago, and I was like, I don't know. It's like, where do you look when you do a hand plant? And I was like, I don't know. Exactly, and then I did a hand plant, and I fell off because I for the first time ever, I looked at where I was going.
Or that you consider it.
So I think I looked.
Or that you even consider it.
Yeah, that you consider it. That's
it knows you know
for
type
sure.
of thing.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
You see out everything, but nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
So how many, when you first were like way past 3, and you were like, I think I can do as many as I want.
Oh, it was ridiculous. And little kid style. Remember Rector gloves, right?
Yeah.
Always too big, and because you're a kid. And sticking dimes.
Some of us didn't have Rector gloves, Rodney. Some of us had to use gardening gloves, but it's okay. Go ahead.
Hard time, Jackson.
You do you.
Anyway.
All right, I got it. So
in Australia, you couldn't even buy Rector gloves. Gardening gloves was like for somebody who knew somebody.
It's like that Monty Python thing. That's luxury, right?
Oh yeah.
So sticking pennies in all your fingers, and they weigh a ton, and you just keep going, like, because you can only spin so hard, right? So it's preservation of rotation.
Right?
Wait, that's
you got first blood vessels.
That's exactly what it was. So
what?
The first time I did with metal wheels, is crazy. Metal wheels are so slippery. So here's the deal. This is super nerdy. Are you interested in this?
Yes.
So there were 360 contests. I never bothered with that stuff, right? Because that's like, those guys are like scientists. They come with a whole kit. And I was like,
man, I want to see a 360 contest.
Oh yeah,
there's science to it. Like people had different boards.
You wouldn't believe.
I mean, some people, that's all they did.
Yeah, depleted uranium type stuff. It was like they were coming with like different alloys, I believe, right? It was ridiculous.
But they didn't enter the freestyle contest. They were 360.
360s only.
All day, every day.
All day.
All day, every day.
And were they cranking some serious?
They could do a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, get to this finger thing where you're.
No, not even that. All it is to say is the blood vessels. It's true.
Yeah. So all your blood's rushing out.
Like slick ground, reduce friction, right?
Yep.
The whole idea, ice skaters, right? You start wide, pull in. Okay. Conservation of angular momentum, MVR squared, or some change. Point being, radius, R squared, you change it a little bit, you speed up a lot. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've seen you do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just basic physics, right? And so you start wide, and the more weight you have right, MVR. Sorry.
No, do that. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't get it, but it sounds awesome. I'm in the conversation. It's like I know 360s go faster when your hands come in, and now you're using.
And the heavier your hands, right? You fought Shane Carlin.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Yeah. Oh my God!
And his hands are like
stay on target.
Big, right?
Stay on target.
So imagine having
Stop.
So
it's not the MMA.
It could be
window.
So Rector gloves. Okay, not the contest. Point is, pennies in the fingers, big gloves, whatever you can. Pennies in the fingers, as many as you can, at least 10, right? And that copper, right? It weighs.
Yeah.
So you're out, you pull in all that weight, and you feel your hands like weigh a lot, and you're tugging around super slow, awkward, and you pull in a little bit, and you just start. And the tighter you get, the more centered you are, and you start flying. And that's when you get like this head rush. So back to like everything, meaning the fastest you can go was on metal wheels on slick ground. Think about winding up metal wheels on slick ground. You keep sliding out. So nerdy stuff, right? You pour Coke on the ground. That's what they were doing, right? Yep. Sticky. But not friction, if that makes sense, right?
We used to put Coke on a metal ramp in Australia all the time.
Yeah, you got it. Ooh, falling on a metal ramp, man.
If you had too much Coke on it and it didn't wear out enough and you fell, it definitely ripped your pads off.
Yeah, pulled your knee
pads just
down.
like the impact, like it's got to be so much harder than like wood or whatever.
No way.
No.
Really?
No, it wasn't. It's not that thick.
Oh, I see.
It wasn't solid metal.
It's like aluminum can.
Yeah. My ramp, we called it the Coke can.
Yeah.
The Coke can.
Yeah.
It was super loud and tinny.
Yeah.
And it was silver. So
it was silver too. Yeah. So on a sunny day,
because the first metal ramp was black. And we used to fry eggs on it. It was terrible. If you fell and then your skin touched as you were getting up, you got burned.
Yeah.
So silver reflected the
back to 360s.
Yeah. Sorry, Tony.
So metal wheels, slick ground, Coke, you're winding up, you're pulling in, right? So right before you're like full, like in like this, your hands are still out. The blood rushes out. I've never felt it like metal wheels because you're going fast. The blood goes out, your hands get so crazy hot. like hot, like on fire hot.
Whoa.
So you're like, yeah, like I never experienced that. And so you pull in, you're like, whoa, as much as you can take. And then you just, all right, I'm in. And then you spin so fast, and I never spun that fast. You get this head rush, and then I don't know, there's a weird clarity you get after a certain point. It's hard to put the words, but yeah, something cool there. So you're just spinning until you stop, whatever that was. That's like 70 or 60 or whatever it was. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Like way more than you can do with urethane wheels.
Yeah.
Took my gloves off. My hands are completely polka dotted, right? It's because it's wanting to come out. Wow. Like blood vessel style. Yeah. I know some people burst blood vessels.
Yeah.